Nsem-Pii TV. Your mom and boss for you. I think say Obia Nsem-Pii TV.
Entrepreneurship maybe.
Nsem-Pii. Yeah, you ask good questions. I hope sir you continue with your good questions.
Be the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
National Democratic Congress NDC omo problem ene omo kontompo omo shase bi na ensembe na ekoso Dr. Acheampong lecturer at KNUST or the Nsem-Pii was a she say ye kwa chene na se o nkrama mienu da ho ai bida ene nyame be kire ho a emu de na be fa no eno no de ba besi so a kire say so we dia NDC policy papa bie no omo de about pen just omo policy which will help the society a social intervention policy but MPP is MPP the bar no more be twa enkontompon kakraka e de a kire Ghana for say yen ye betumi ayi nie on my reference the number one reference our class kan e one time premium time NHS NDC shase so omode pa awura di nyame omu nyina sorry from parliament e walk away but the reason omu pekwan abaji tumi no omu ske pa one time premium eno na fifi kwete tumi kan kire say na nya dia e possible enya no ho afi free SHS Moses nanado danko akufu ado I implement omo catch say it's not possible and there is no way into me by so omo dey ba omo mpo na start free SHS enya no ho afi dey smart move ye betwa so I free university omo chance na no na exclusive analysis from the lecturer Dr. Acheampong omo did dentia on do so say possible but Nsem-Pii the omo it seems that they are even confused and diffused. Dr. Acheampong Emra.
Difficult for them. People in California is difficult. People in London, Birmingham, Manchester, difficult. Germany, Hamburg, Munich, Berlin, difficult. Amsterdam, Rotterdam, difficult. Johannesburg, Pretoria, extremely difficult. Nairobi, Mombasa, difficult. Lagos, Abuja, Kaduna, difficult, more than difficult. Benin, Togo, difficult. Accra, Ghana, difficult. It's a global process. It happens all the time. In 1918, it happened. 1937, it happened. 2008, it happened. 2020, it happened with COVID, and it's still persistent. So yes, there are global economic difficulties. Today, the dollar is at 16 cedis, isn't it? It's terrible. It's catastrophic. It's not just terrible. It's catastrophic. But the issue is, where do you put the finger? Could it have been worse? Is it the best that we can get? How is the future looking like? Who are you awarding the future of Ghana to? Those you know or those you don't know? It's a question for all of us to answer on December 7th. Now, I saw this post in Okofinyako. Thank you very much for drawing attention to this. This is what he said, and it is happening, viewers. It's happening. At some point in last year, at the beginning of this year, even MPP people thought that the election is gone. Not because MPP are done badly, because of the economic circumstance. So you go to the market and buy cooking oil for 80 cedis on Monday. Friday, you go to the market and ask for the same cooking oil. They tell you that it's 170. And then what comes to your mind? Yeah, MPP are in trouble. Hey, cooking oil has now come to this. That was true. Everyone was complaining about it. And so when the dust settled down, the people now began to understand, especially comparing it with other parts of the country, other parts of the world, especially having people in other parts of the world, telling them what has happened, having people who are sending them money from other parts of the world, who are now telling them that, look, I can't send you 300 pounds a week anymore. Now it will be 180 because Charlie, things are hard here in London. I can't do it. And then they begin to understand. And then they are told that in spite of things being hard, your light is on. In spite of things being hard, this September, your son, your daughter, your nephew, your niece is going to secondary school without having to pay the fees. Can you imagine that in this hard situation, which is not occasioned by any government, it would have come anyway with regardless of whatever government is there. MPP claim that when it comes with them, they can ameliorate better. NDC John Mahama cannot do it. I don't know about that. But it is a fact that what is happening here is occasioned by what's happening around the world. So they are telling them that, listen, you're free SHS. If you were paying school fees in addition to all this, see the problem. Akufo-Addo has taken that debt off you. National Health Insurance is working again. In 2015, National Health Insurance had all but broken down. National Health Insurance is working again. Yes, the petrol prices are high, but the most essential commodity that you are spending in your house, which is school fees, is being done. Recently, there was problem in agriculture. Yesterday, you heard the indefatigable Minister for Agriculture, Brian Acheampong, talking about solutions. And you see, Dr. Bawumia says that to lead is to solve. To lead is not to insult. To lead is not to tease. To lead is not to joke alone, but to lead is to solve the problem. What is the problem and what is the solution? Who has a history of identifying a problem and solving it? Which of your political candidates at parliamentary level, at presidential level, which of them can you tell that this man can see a problem and he can solve it? Because the problems can come from anyhow. The problems can be occasioned by ineptitude of government. Yes, it can. The problems can be occasioned by incompetence of government. Yes, it can. The problems can be occasioned by a global crisis that brings about a problem. Nothing to do with the ineptitude of government. In that situation, how do you mark the government? You mark the government by the solutions that they are providing for the problem that has inevitably arrived. Because some problems will arrive inevitably. So for the problems that have arrived inevitably, you check the level of solution awareness of the politician. And that's the way you can determine whether he's telling you the truth, whether he's not telling you the truth. That's the way you can determine his genuine sincerity. So look at this. Enokofi-Nyarko writes, in 2022 and 2023, the NDC thought that they had won the election cheaply. They already started sharing positions by early 2024. Yes, one of my friends told me that she has been penciled in for Deputy Minister for Information. So I know that they had been sharing positions. I won't mention her name. She's a journalist. She told me that she has been penciled for Minister for Information. Okay. They already had started sharing positions by early 2024. In fact, some patriots had even given up. The reason they did not deeply think about any policy. Expect having 15 professors to tell us we will be going to the nightclub from morning the next day, from nightclub from morning to the next morning every day, or rearing lions. Now get me the video of President Mahama on the manifesto about the 24-hour economy with the nightclubs. Get that video ready. After the election of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia as our candidate with Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh as his running mate, the NDC have revised their notes. The start of the campaign has changed things. They have understood to be in deep trouble. We pray for long life, he says. Now, he is speaking upon Sewa Amehe, who is non-political, as far as many people know. Yes, she will vote, but Sewa Amehe is non-political. She's a news person at GH1. It's a socialite. Sewa Amehe is more of a socialite than political. She's a socialite. And she has been doing some work. And please get me the Sewa Amehe video we used last Tuesday. I hope you can find it quickly. When you get that, let me know so that I can explain to viewers why Sewa Amehe is saying this. Okay. Now, Sewa Amehe put on her post. She said, I anchor GH1 TV's Voters Connect, and my interaction with ordinary Ghanaians tell me that free SHS will be President Akufo-Addo's biggest legacy. From market women to hawkers to commercial drivers, many voting MPP in 2024 cite free SHS. The implementation has had challenges, but we can never discount the impact that free SHS has had on many Ghanaian families. Now, when you have a president who can leave the presidency pointing to a legacy that you cannot take from him, that's the president. And you say this president has failed? President Mahama was president, he left. So the legacy is where? Which one is the legacy? Where is the legacy? The legacy is something that wasn't there that he brought. Circle Dubai is great. I drive on it and I love it. But it was Kwame Nkrumah who did the Kwame Nkrumah circle. And then John Mahama upgraded it. John Mahama did roads. Every government does roads. Something that was taught through a leader's brain when he was in opposition. When he was thinking about, I want to lead the people of Ghana. what was his botai, as they say in Twi? Did he have any botai on his palm, in his heart, that when I become president of Ghana, this is what I will do? Did he have that? Akufo-Addo has been talking about free SHS from 2008, because for me, he told me personally that the reason why he wants free SHS is that after his campaigns with Kufuor in 98 and 2000, he noticed that there was a huge deficit of some people in some parts of Ghana and some people in other parts of Ghana in terms of what they could comprehend when you are doing campaign. So education will help people who have a policy to win elections in Ghana for a long time. So he was determined that every child, by the time they become 18, voting age, they should have had secondary education, at least secondary education. When you have just secondary education, you will be able to understand policy, and then the policy winners will win elections in Ghana. When he said that, I stood up and I saluted him. I said, Mr. President, you're a great man. You go to heaven. For you to think that you want Ghana to be better, so that people must understand policy. So when leaders come, now everybody has secondary education. They will give the leader a high standard, like they do in Britain, like they do in America, like they do everywhere. When the majority of the population have had secondary education, and good secondary education for that matter, you cannot come and tell them that I'll take the seat to Kumasi. In 1992, people won elections like that. Don't vote for them. They want to take the seat to Kumasi, and the people believed it. Call for Shike Hame, American show buyer, American show buyer, for Shike Hame, American show buyer. Yes, you can't blame them. We all believe that American show buyer. But secondary education will tell you that it is not possible for American show buyer. It's not possible. So if a politician comes to tell you that if you vote for these people, they will take the C away, with your secondary education, you can tell him that, Mr. Politician, you are a joker. You are a complete joker. Tell us something more sensible than this. So that is part of the influence that Akufo-Addo brought for the purpose of free education. And then he says something else, that there was a story that was always told about Mohammed Chambers, that excellent Ghanaian diplomat. One of the most excellent Ghanaian diplomats is called Mohammed Chambers, Mohammed Ibn Chambers. For many years, he was a deputy minister at Foreign Affairs and a deputy minister at Education. Now, Mohammed Chambers has a story. Now, if you look at Mohammed Chambers today, glorious diplomat, he has a story. The first time he left Bimbela was when he got a scholarship to go to Nsem-Pii. And that scholarship was arranged on the basis of the underprivileged, bringing underprivileged people into Nsem-Pii to train them so that they will go back to Bimbela and change the course of things in Bimbela. It is countless, the number of young men and women that Mohammed Chambers' story alone has influenced in Bimbela. Now, the president said that he wants to repeat that story. So for every, under free SHS, still under free SHS, for every school that is a top school, Presec, Disadel, St. Augustine's, Wesley Girls, St. Mary's, Holy Child, St. Rosie's, Tamale Secondary School, Ghana Secondary School, all of them, they are going to leave a quota for underprivileged people who would come to Presec. They will not come to Presec with 6 ones. They will come to Presec with aggregate 28. But government is going to give Presec money to have extra classes for these children so that they will catch up with the other children who come to SS1 already fully prepared with 8As, 7As, 7 ones, 8 ones. They are already prepared. The guy in Bimbela is going to get aggregate 32, but he will be in Presec, and they have been going to Presec since 2017. Go there, you see them. When they are in Form 1, they are having extra classes. This is the mindset of Akufo-Addo, that people want to discount, that it doesn't matter. In the end, the NDC came up and said that they brought free SHS. John Dramani Mahama, he stood before media and said, I introduced free SHS. Since then, have you heard him say it again? He has not said it again, because his advisors had a meeting. We will never cancel free SHS. That's the Fifi Kwete. Who said, find a video for me, Fifi Kwete, if you can find it. Who said, when they say free SHS, that is all lie be lie. Fifi Kwete, the man who said free SHS, all lie be lie, he's the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress. Why won't people be afraid that if the National Democratic Congress were elected, they will cancel free SHS? Because they are General Secretary. He said that when they say free SHS, that is all lie be lie. And he is the general secretary of the party. He's the chief executive of the National Democratic Congress. The Honorable Fifi Fiavi Kwete. He's the one who said it in 2016. The video is coming. I'll show it to you again. I've showed it so many times. He said, when they say free SHS, he said today, if Nana Akufo-Addo is going around the country talking free SHS, free SHS, free SHS, that's what they mean. All lie be lie. Totally embarrassed and disgraced politician anywhere in the world. Fifi Kwete cannot mount a political platform. But that is why we need more free SHS. So that more people ask that, but are you not the one who said that free SHS all lie be lie? And you are saying that the NDC brought it. When you were speaking as Minister for Agric in 2016, saying that free SHS all lie be lie, did you know that free SHS will happen? And one day you come and say you did it? You did it and you said all lie be lie. Then you talk up President Mahama. He said in 2016, when he was president, that we will not implement free SHS on the whimsical promise of a desperate politician. He rubbished the free SHS. Now, there's another reason why free SHS is good. I'll tell you why. And why free SHS puts up Akufo-Addo as a very honest and decent politician. I'll tell you why. Politicians are rumored to make money from projects. We all know that. Rumored. So I'm a politician, I'm the minister for whatever. I build a road. Road contractor, you want your money, how much do we owe you? Says, oh boss, you owe me X amount of money. Says, hey, but we should pay you. Give us some of the money. It's always rumored that contractors will say thank you to the minister for doing the road so that the infrastructure is developed. You build a rich hospital at an expensive rate because contractor may have to share the money around a little bit. It's rumored. I don't know it for a fact. It's rumored. Now, consider free SHS. Akufo-Addo is taking government money to go and give to a headmaster. Asking the headmaster that, how many children do you have? Headmaster says, I have 234 children. Each of them, their school fees is 20 cedis. Mr. President says, calculate. Say, headmaster, here is your money. That money you are giving to headmaster, is he going to give you kickback? He cannot give you any kickback on it. So free SHS is the best way for Akufo-Addo to have distributed the national cake across all families. Every family in Ghana has benefited from the national cake in Akufo-Addo's era because he brought a policy that pumps taxpayers' money into the lives of young people. And it's not money that you can take kickback. You can't. If you do road, you can take kickback. If you build a pole, you may be able to take kickback. If you build a nice, huge hospital, you may take kickback. If you build a stadium, you may take kickback. But if you do free SHS, you cannot benefit a single cedi from the free SHS money if you are the president or you are the minister for education. You cannot. How are you going to benefit? Are you going to go to Wesley Girls and say, the school fees I paid, please give me some in my pocket? How are they going to give you some in your pocket? They think the school fees you are bringing is not written. How are they going to give you some? So when a politician decides to commit so much money to a process where he will not get anything from it, you have to understand that that politician is genuine. And that is why President Mahama said, if I have 2 billion, I will never put it in free SHS. That was in 2020. Just 4 years ago. It's just 4 years ago. He said, if I have 2 billion, the videos are there, I can show you. I have 2 billion, I will never put 2 billion inside free SHS. That's what John Dramani Mahama said. He will never do it. You should go and pay your own free SHS school fees. That's what he said. Akufo-Addo said, it doesn't matter whether we are a rich or a poor country. What is important is that our children are educated. That is the golden future. I always go back to Reku Brobe. In 2000, his mantra was growing people for Ghana's development. When I interviewed him, he explained to me that we grow cocoa, we grow rice, we grow maize, but he wants to bring a new concept to Ghana. Let us grow human beings by educating them, and they will become a jewel, better than anything else. Many countries don't have any resources. Denmark, Norway, all these countries, they don't have many resources. Even those who have resources, Ghana has more resources than them. They are richer than Ghana because their people are better prepared for life than our people as a result of education. Play Fifi Kwete. All lie be lie, play it.
When today you are hearing Nana Akufo-Addo and the MPP going all over the country shouting free SHS, free SHS, free SHS. That is what you call all lie be lie. When today you are hearing Nana Akufo-Addo and the MPP going all over the country shouting free SHS, free SHS, free SHS. That is what you call all lie be lie. When today you are hearing Nana Akufo-Addo and the MPP going all over the country shouting free SHS, free SHS, free SHS. That is what you call all lie be lie.
That's the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, who is saying, the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, which party is saying that they free SHS, or which party attempted to claim